Recruitment company Farrow Jamieson says a serious shortage of rural valuers is looming at a critical time for the New Zealand agribusiness industry. A spokesperson, Andy McLeod, says the firm has been searching for staff to join Colliers International's rural valuation business and has come up against the most acute skills shortage it has ever seen in any sector in New Zealand.
The search for specialist rural valuers, we're down to almost on two hands the kind of individuals that we can target. So the shortage has now become so dire that we're looking at options of how we can build or recapture the market that was lost in the late 80s.
Why was the market lost?
Well, it was a source point of a fairly significant market shift where it wasn't attractive to have a career in that space. There, of course, was post-share market crash. There was also a number of individuals that were returning back to family farms, or the banks were taking these individuals on board themselves. So the pathway as a rural specialist was lost somewhat, and that's now been borne out where most of the senior or mid-senior people that would have been around are now no longer available or shift career paths.
What does the shortage mean?
Well, there's a lack of skill in this specialist area. So if we're looking at farm acquisitions, if we're looking at pastoral leases, if we're looking at compensation for the power companies, etc., these specialist skills are now dying out. We have a large number of these individuals that will be retiring, and with them they take a huge amount of domain expertise in our rural sector with them. So if you're looking for offshore investment and looking to get critical local knowledge, that's slowly evaporating and not being passed on to the next generation.
How can it be solved?
Well, I don't think there's a silver bullet. However, we definitely need to encourage people to enter this. It's pretty exciting and quite a sexy environment, actually. So build the new talent would be the first option. And then I think we also need to look at reactivating those that exited from the sector when times were tougher and actually outline what opportunities are available to them. And also look at the retiring sector and say, well, what can they do to inject their domain expertise back in to these young developing rural specialists?
Farrow Jamieson spokesperson Andy McLeod.